Hey there, how's it going? This is Kimberly with AskSpot, and for this video, we will be building an intelligent project intake form for a commercial HVAC company. So this IntelliForm that we are building won't just collect data, it will also analyze it, it will qualify the lead, and it will tell the sales team exactly what to do next. So let's get started. Okay, so before we start building this in AskSpot, I just want to explain why this is so valuable for a client like an HVAC contractor. So it saves them some time, no more back and forth emails trying to get the basic project specifications. It also helps qualify leads. So this form automatically filters for serious clients by asking about budget and timeline upfront. It also creates actionable summaries, which the AI turns a long form submission into a perfect 2-minute brief for the sales team. So it is also complete with a recommended next step, and this is a game changer for efficiency. Okay, so inside HubSpot, we will be creating a new IntelliForm. Click the plus icon, click IntelliForm, and let's give it a name. So this will be our project intake form for HVAC. Inside the form, and we will first set up the welcome page. I will be building this into 5 pages to make it less intimidating. So let's quickly build out the cover page. So just click the add page, welcome users to your form. And as for the title, let's just put a generic one for now. And next we will be using the paragraph block. Okay, so let's put that in the middle. It says, thank you for your interest in our services. Please provide as much detail as possible for your upcoming project. This will help our team prepare a preliminary assessment. Okay, and also says this should only take about 3 to 5 minutes. And then let's just quickly change this button to start assessment. Put that in the middle, full width. There you go. Next, I'll be building out the contact and company information first. So that will be here on the new page. And I will drag 5 blocks, and then I'll edit each of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now click inside it. And then let me just ask for their full name. And then unique ID. Always change the unique ID so you can reference it later on your prompt. So let me just quickly fill out and change this property. Okay, so I have edited each input info, and I just added role, company name, business email, and business phone number, of course. Let me just save this, and I think let's select the team from here on. And forward, that looks great. Green looks good. Think we will be using this one. All right. So now let me add another page. This will be our project overview page. So we'll be asking for 3 questions. So let's add those right now. The block, and then use the input. So this will be the project type. And then let's just change the unique ID there. And then for the helper text, let me just add some options right there and save changes. Next, let's use a drop down. So that will be this. And let's put this as building type. Okay. And then the options are office building, and then retail space, restaurant or food service. Let's add another one, warehouse, And then another one is medical and healthcare facility. And next, educational facility. There we go. Select your building type and save changes. So this is how it looks like now. Next, we'll just ask for the approximate square footage. So that will just be an input to be serviced. There you go. And also change the unique ID. Make sure with this. Okay. So that's our page 3. Now let's add another one. And this one will be the technical and environmental requirements. So let me just quickly add them. All right, so I've added everything into the technical and environmental requirements. So over here, we have our zoning needs, and then the following options, and then the environmental and efficiency requirements. I just used the checkboxes block for that. This one is the other and also the special requirements. So I think I'll just use a separator so that it looks much better. Let me just do that for each of this question. Okay, so as you can see, that looks much better. And let's use it also for the other pages. Just add a separator right there. Then also for this one, I think it's best to add that. Another one here and another one here. All right. So the last page that we will build is the budget and timeline. Let's add another one right now. Okay, and we'll be using a drop down this. So that will be our select button. We will ask estimated project budget range and then unique ID. Let's put it right there. And then also the options. So select one option. Then let's set it right here. Okay. Over 500. Let's also add a to be determined option. So there it is. Let's save change now. And then next we will also ask them to select the desired project start date. So we'll also use a drop down for that. Unique ID will be timeline. And options is immediate or urgent or within 3 months or within 6 months and also 6 months plus flexible. Okay, let's remove this. We don't really need the helper text. Next, we will be using an input block. So this will be for any additional info. Okay, and let's change the unique ID. Let's also change the input type to be a text area. Okay, now let me just add a separator and save pages. So before we proceed to building the brain of this IntelliForm, what we call the AI brain, before we start building the prompt, let's just rename the following. So this will be page 1. This will be our page 2. Page 2. And then this one is page 3. And then our page 5. And that's it. Let's just do a little preview of how this IntelliForm looks like. Do a preview. Okay, so here's how it looks like. Start assessment, and then there's the contact info, project type, zoning needs, environmental, estimated project budget range. So that's how it looks like right now. Next, let's go to the prompt builder. So this is where we can tell the AI what to do with all the data that it collects. So we will be adding an output prompt, put it right here. And on this section, pasting a prompt that I've already written. So let's take a look at it right here. Okay. First, we give it a role. So you are the lead qualification assistant for high-end commercial HVAC company. And then we tell it how to format the output using clear headings like project overview, maybe budget and timeline, maybe technical specifications. So, and then we are using the unique ID that we assigned earlier to pull the data directly from the form. Okay, so this is also the most important thing in here is that we instructed the AI to assign a lead priority. It may be high, medium, or low based on the timeline and the budget. So this is what we call the lead qualification. And also based on that priority, we tell it to provide a next steps recommendation. So it literally tells the sales team what to do next in this case. So now, here's a very important part for our B2B use case. So the AI summary with the lead priority is for the sales team only. So we absolutely do not want the client or the potential client to be seeing it. So we will toggle the display response off. And you might be thinking, so wait, where does the AI response go now? If this is toggled off, it won't be displayed. So even though we aren't showing it to the user, the AI still generates the response in the back end, and you can see that on the data section for every submission. And more importantly, you can use a webhook to automatically send that AI generated summary to the sales team. So you could trigger an email, you could send a Slack notification, you can push it directly to their CRM. So that's how you can create a internal lead qualification system. So now what we will be doing is we will test this IntelliForm. Since the form is built, the prompt is built. Let's try to do a preview and do a test of this IntelliForm. Okay, let's start the assessment. And I'll be using a fictitious name and company. Say it is Alex Johnson, Senior Project Manager. Company name is Johnson and Builders. Business email is this. And then business phone. Next, project type will be new construction, and then an office building, and then let's just say it's 5,000. And next is our zoning needs. So let's just say a multi-zone system. And then high efficiency Energy Star. Then let's just say we're aiming for a CER rating and add some special requirements here. And then we will select our budget and timeline. So within 3 months, and then we'll just type in some additional information here. Okay, so this is what the potential client got. It said, thank you for your submission. Our team will reach out to you soon. You can customize this. Maybe say if you have any questions, you can reach out to our email address, yada, yada, yada. So now let's see the AI generated response. So it goes right here on AskSpot. And over in your data section, let's just do a little refresh. Okay, now go to data, and over here, this is what the user filled out. So let's just do a view of it. Here's the collected data, and here's the AI generated response. So it instantly assigned the lead to be a high priority. So as you can see here, immediate follow-up by a senior project manager. is recommended. So imagine showing this to an HVAC company owner. You've just saved the sales team hours of work and created a perfectly efficient system for them. That's the power of an IntelliForm. Plus, you connect this to a webhook. You set it up so that each time someone fills out the form, the iSpot sends over this AI generated summary. So you have it, a complete B2B lead qualification system built in just a few minutes. So you can adapt this for any high ticket service business. Also, you can do this for contractors, architects, B2B marketing agencies. So I will be putting a copy of this IntelliForm in the comments so you can go ahead and try it out. Thank you so much for watching.